G'day friends, Miloa here, and today we are doing the mission. The heat is on. We gotta go enter the emergency ventilation system. So first, alright, let's go. Disable the emergency ventilation system.
That looks useful.
There. I diverted the gas out of this vent shaft. That should make things easier for us.
Can we shut it off altogether? Just in case someone notices we're in here and tries to flush us out.
Maybe. This is connected to a larger control system, but it's close by.
Then let's go find it.
Alright, locate the main ventilation system controls. What is my conquest at the moment? Oh, okay, I've already reached weekly limit.
Leave her alone!
Move, kid!
Hey, take it easy. We're trying to help you.
You're not with them?
With the hidden chain? No, we're not.
Then what are you doing here? Make it quick.
You weren't gonna let them take you without a fight, huh? Why were they after you?
Couldn't tell you. Wrong place, wrong time, I guess. I was trying to find my sister. I haven't seen her in days. Mina works here, so I thought... I ran into them instead.
It's a good thing we got here when we did.
I had it under control.
You did what you could.
I know I did. I got away from them for a minute, before you showed up. But I messed up. Got distracted.
Distracted? By what?
Cooling rods. They're the only things keeping the thermal station from blowing half of Ord Mantell into a crater. Those Gundarks in the fancy armor were taking crates full of them out of here. I tried to stop them, or at least slow them down. If we don't find those cooling rods and put them back, this whole place is going up.
Then we need to move, now.
The problem is, I don't know where they took the cooling rods.
That doesn't sound good.
Damn it! My sister told me about this. There's a quick fix, but I'll need your help.
What do you need me to do?
We can redirect the water from the reservoir into the back spillway. That should provide enough coolant to keep things stable. For now. Someone's gotta watch my back in case there's any more of them around. And someone's gotta stay here to flip the spillway switch when I give the signal.
I'll stay behind. Let me know if you need backup.
Let's go! We need to shut off the emergency systems first, so the spillway will stay open.
Got it.
Some of the monitors here just went dark. Should I be worried?
It's fine. We're overriding the emergency shutdown.
Will that speed things up? Because temperature levels just hit 30% over capacity.
It's not that one! We need to get the runoff channels open. We'll have to do it manually. It's, I'm pretty sure it's that one.
It's getting very hot in here.
Blast! I was hoping I was just imagining it.
Temperature levels are at 50% over capacity.
Release the reservoir. Okay.
Just need to divert the water from the reservoir into the spillway.
90% over capacity!
All right, that should be everything. Tell your friend to hit the switch.
Arn, we're ready. Open the spillway.
It's working. Levels are stabilizing. I think we'll be okay.
Can you keep an eye on things while I find out where the rest of the hidden chain went?
I've got it. I'll let you know if something changes.
We're in the clear for now, but long-term, those cooling rods have got to go back where they belong.
The people who took those cooling rods, where would they have run off to?
Well, there's no place for shuttles to take off from here, and they couldn't have moved them all on foot.
Hey, I don't have long, and I know you don't either.
You wouldn't be contacting me unless it was for something serious.
Good instincts. There's something you need to know. Not tomorrow, not in a little while. Jakaya, he's taking way too long to say it.
So he asked you to tell me?
No, he's so focused on what's going on, he didn't even notice me sneak away to call you. I don't know how else to say this. Mandalore is missing.
Missing? What do you mean?
I mean, no one can find her. Jack can't even get in touch with her over comms. The traitors are out in full force, and it's like she's just disappeared.
Whatever she's doing, I hope you find her soon.
Yeah, me too. You deserve to know as much as anyone. You've done right by her. Hell, you're fighting for her right now. Speaking of, how's it going down there?
We are trying to stop this place from melting down, remember?
Who was that? What's she talking about?
I found her holding off a group of hidden chain. By herself. She says they've taken cooling rods out of this geothermal station. Any idea what Hedda's people would need them for?
Not a clue. But I'll let Jakaya know about this. You need anything, call. Alright?
All these strangers show up and my sister disappears. And like an idiot, I've been helping one of the strangers. That Mandalorian you were talking to? How do I know he doesn't have something to do with all this? How do I know that you don't have something to do with all of this?
You don't have to trust me, but right now, I don't think you have much of a choice. I would appreciate your help against the hidden chain, but it's up to you.
Let's just get this over with. As many cooling rods as Amandos took, they'd need something big to move them. There's an old tram system that runs out of here. It's not in the best shape, but it would get the job done.
It's as good of a lead as any. Let's check it out.
Fine. It's this way.
Opening this spillway must have worked. It's not as hot anymore.
Yeah, but it's only a temporary fix. I don't even want to think about what will happen if we don't get any of those cooling rods back.
All the trams are gone.
But we can find out where they went. Come on.
This data is a mess. But it looks like the trams were heading toward a supply depot?
Fort Ronick. I know it. It's a good place as any to start looking. I'll show you where it is. Faster we get this done, faster I can get back to looking for my sister.
Arn, do you copy?
I'm here.
We might know where to find the cooling rods. Fort Ronig. If the Separatists let the hidden chain in there, I doubt we'll get a warm welcome. Get back to Captain Blythe and tell him we might need some backup.
Don't worry, I'll handle it. I just talked to Blythe. He said seismic activity from the geothermal station collapsed some of the tram tunnels.
So we might be able to catch the cooling rods before they get to the fort?
We can try. There are maintenance hatches that can get us into the tram system. Let's see if we find any smashed up separatists.
The crash knocked out the power to the whole tram. How do we get this door open?
Hold on a second. There's a gunk droid. Hook the little guy up to the door panel. He'll have enough juice to get us into the tram.
Maybe we should just carry it.
Give it a second. I'm sure it's nowhere near as fancy as the droids you're used to. But I promise, it'll get the job done.
No cooling rods in here. Hold on. What's in there?
Are those... cages? What is all this? What were they doing? Mina! Mina! Oh no. Rami.
Petra, I'm sorry.
Don't! It's fine. I didn't know him that well. He was a friend of Mina's. No one's seen him the last few days either. I was starting to think that maybe they just ran off somewhere. Somewhere better than here. And she'd call and tell me how great it is. That's what I get for hoping, I guess.
Don't give up that hope. If your sister isn't here, she could still be alive.
Or she could be worlds away by now. We need to finish this. This hidden chain scum has a lot to answer for.
Don't lose sight of the bigger picture. That kind of anger can ruin everything.
Aren't you here to stop them? Isn't that why I'm helping you? As long as we do that, what difference does it make how I feel?
Captain Blythe is asking for an update on those cooling rods.
I bet he is.
We've run into an issue here. The hidden chain's taken more than just the cooling rods. They've got prisoners.
You tell Blythe this isn't some back alley dust up that he can just write up and forget about. It's time for him to get off his backside and do something!
I'll pass this along. I just hope you can stop the hidden chain before they do too much damage.
Were the cooling rods just a decoy to distract us from what they were really doing here?
Maybe. Or maybe the people they took were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I won't let them hurt anyone else. Whoever they've taken, I'm getting them back.
All right. I'll update Captain Blythe. Talk soon.
Fort Ronick isn't far from here. I bet a month's wages they just walked the rest of the way. You want to take out the rest of the hidden chain? Let's go find them.
Storming the castle.
I briefed Captain Blythe on the situation with the hostages. He's getting reinforcements together. All you have to do is say the word and I'll send them your way.
That might not be a good idea. It looks like they've activated the fort's exterior defenses.
We'll find a way to shut them down. ought to clear the way for Blythe. Come on! They'd have everything stashed down below. They've got the cooling rods! Separatist scum! You're going to get us all killed! Unbelievable. Nothing to say for yourself?
They've got a problem with the Republic, and this is how they settled it. There's nothing more to it than that.
We all have a problem with the Republic, but we don't kidnap people!
Destroying these, killing you, I will have served the cause well.
Where are the people you took?
They're coming. Get the assets off-world. Ah!
We need to get out of here!
Not without the cooling rods. Help me deactivate these explosives.
There's no time! You heard her! They could be taking off right now! Ugh, fine! But hurry!
What's the situation?
We've secured most of the cooling rods in Fort Ronnick. Can you get them back to the geothermal station?
I'll tell Blythe to move as soon as possible.
The hidden chain that are left are moving people off-world. I'm going after them.
All right. We'll wait for your signal.
You got what you wanted. My sister could still be here, and we're not leaving until I see for myself. Blasted separatists! Can't believe they've taken things this far. Mina, please tell me you're not somehow mixed up in all this. She's not here, but she's close by. I can feel it. Let go of me! Mina! No! She was right there. I told you we were running out of time to find her. We could have... I could have... She was right there!
I don't know what to say. I wish this had turned out different.
Tell that to everyone in town who's got someone on that shuttle.
I heard it was you who was meddling in my raid. Looks like Vizsla doesn't even bother to come along anymore. Just sends you out to clean up her mess. But I guess it's only fair, seeing how she had us running your errands for as long as we did.
Who is he?
I don't know.
You're better than this. You've got strength and skill that would put some of my elite to shame. Field Marshal Cole rewards people like us. She'd welcome your help if you ever get tired of being Shay's bootlicker.
Shay has done more than all of you Hidden Shane jerks put together. I'm proud to call someone like her an ally.
Everything people know her for is long in the past. She's not fit to lead us into the future we deserve. The Field Marshal is.
This may be a foreign concept to you, but some of us don't abandon our allies.
I knew you were weak, but I had no idea you were this stupid. Kesarim! I am Tyrus Brokenblade, a lore of Clan Varad. Know my name, weaklings, and tremble in fear! My blade is howling for your blood! 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 Ha ha! I will delight in your deaths! My blade is howling for your blood! Ha ha! I will delight in your deaths!
Stop! Sahar?
You made the biggest mistake of your life, ROAT. Field Marshal Cole will have your pretty head for this.
I'm not afraid of Hedda.
No? What about everyone else? What do you think will happen when you don't have her favor anymore?
I don't care.
Your brother won't protect you.
Shut up!
Hell, Rakan would give anything for the honor of killing you, traitor.
Ah!
I am Tyrus Farad! I am the Broken Blade! And I will shatter you into pieces! I will tear you limb from limb! I will tear your throat out!
I'm glad you showed up. Ready to be one of the good guys again?
I wasn't going to stand there and do nothing.
What's going on? You're not working with the Hidden Chain anymore?
Not exactly. Hedda's opened the holocron that I took from Elom. She found plans on it, for a machine. Her followers are collecting what she needs to build it. I tried to tell Hedda I won't help her do this. But you don't say no to Hedda. You don't walk away. I don't know if I want to walk away. I've been doing what I can to sabotage them, but trying not to get caught makes it impossible to do anything. I need help. Real help.
If what you're saying is true, how have you gotten away with as much as you have?
Luck? Too much trust on their part? Whatever it is, I think I'm running out of it. Things are getting much worse.
Field March... Ah!
I didn't...
You cut off his blaster hand. You might as well finish the job.
We didn't have to...
The galaxy is rough, Sahar. It's kill or be killed. There's no way around it.
My master and I were on the run for years, dodging the Eternal Empire. We always found another way. I knew this would get complicated, but... I need to cover my tracks. Set some things up before anyone gets suspicious. I do want your help, but... I'm getting that holocron away from Hedda, whether or not you agree to it.
She needs to be stopped. Whatever you need, I'll have your back.
Thank you. When I'm ready to move, I'll let you know. Your friend is gone.
Everything all right?
I'll tell you more later, but for now, the Hidden Chain are gone.
Didn't expect anything less. I'll see you in a little while.
I never thought I would say this, but I would...
I sent your description of the Mandalorian you killed to Master Saldarin. I thought maybe she had something in her files that could identify him. You were face to face with Tyrus Brokenblade, leader of Clan Varad, and an integral part of Hedda Cole's inner circle. No wonder your comms were down for as long as they were. Things must have gotten really out of hand.
Just another day of putting myself between citizens of the galaxy and their certain destruction.
Good thing you're on our side.
There was one thing I didn't expect. Sahar Katin showed up. She helped me fight.
Wait, what?
She says she's been sabotaging the Hidden Chain, and she has a plan to get Darth Null's holocron away from Hedda.
Do you think she was telling the truth?
She doesn't strike me as the deceitful type, but I don't know her well enough to make that call. I'm just going with my gut.
Well, if she's ready to switch sides, we need to be ready to support her. I'll ask Tao about this. She'll know best how to approach Sahar.
You can't keep acting like this didn't happen! People here deserve better than this!
Where did you run off to?
I had to let my family know about my sister. We're going to figure out how those thugs got their hands on her.
I'm sorry for what happened to her, but you think I have the resources to stop a Mandalorian raid?
The Mandalorians showed up because the Separatists opened the door and said, "Come on in!" The same Separatists that you and your Republic cronies let get away with murder! None of you care about us at all!
You'll have to work together to deal with the Separatists. They're your real enemy.
You're not saying anything I don't already know. But we're the ones that are pulling all the weight. You don't need extra soldiers or fancy weapons to take on the Separatists. Mina didn't. Every time they stole, or intimidated someone into joining, or shook down someone who wouldn't look the other way, she spoke up. And she made people listen. What did the Separatists do? Got her fired. Trashed her apartment, threatened her friends, made her life hell. What did you do when she needed help? Mina reported every incident to local command. How many times you think your bosses followed up? I told her to stop, to leave well enough alone before she got hurt or worse. But she didn't stop. She knew that was wrong. We show the Separatists what they can get away with, and look what happened. They rounded up anybody who told them no, and handed them over to a bunch of monsters! If this is where fence-sitting gets us, then maybe Mina had the right idea.
Ever thought about Jedi training? They could use you.
If they'll accept you. At this age, that's a big obstacle to overcome. I know from experience.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm not interested. I don't want to meditate and move rocks. I want to fight, here, for what we deserve.
You talk a big game. Why don't you back it up? Use those force powers to fight.
After all this, I'm seriously considering it.
I know it won't mean much, but...
It won't be too long before the Separatists come after us again. You can save your empty apologies for then. A lot of families have lost someone. Picking up the pieces, on top of everything else, is going to be tough. But we owe it to them to try and make it right. Remember that, Captain.
Just came to tell you that you did a good thing, going after those cooling rods. We may not have saved everyone from the Mandos, but at least the people left behind get to stay in their homes. I've got a team moving the cooling rods back to the thermal station as we speak. Shouldn't be too long before we can get everything stabilized. You really saved our hides. I hate to ask for more, but Petra's right. We really could use a hand. And I've gotten to a point where I don't know what else to do. Anything else you feel like helping out with around here, you go right ahead.
Malgus, Null's holocron, Mandalorians wreaking havoc, now this. Could it get any more complicated?
It never ends, does it?
It's a good thing the Republic has people like you to clean it all up. The Jedi can't do it alone. So, I guess now we... what? Wait for a signal from Sahar?
If she meant what she said, let's hope we don't have to wait too long to find out.
Sahar! Sahar! Where are you? I told you I'm not going to cover for you if you fall behind.
Sorry, Rakan. I'll be back soon.
What happened?
Nothing. I was tracking something down. For Hedda. But it was a dead end. That's all.
Just hurry up.
Well, folks, that concludes today's adventure. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting.